Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do block 6. Yes, block 6, sorry. I think I lost count. So we're going to need 2 fabrics. I chose Christmas trees and ornaments. Thought they were kind of cute together. So you're going to need 4 of each in 7-inch squares. And then I chose this one for my middle. And it is a 6.5-inch square. So the name of this is Box, and again, it's going to be the 18.5 inches. So we're going to line this, or turn these into half square triangles. I've already done the others, again, just for speed, rather. You probably, I don't know, you might, but I don't think you would want to watch me make 8 half square triangles. If you do, I apologize. Rewind it and watch it 4 more times, or 3 more times. So we're going to lay this corner to corner on the 1/4 inch line, and I drew a line. Then I'm going to spin it around, and I'm going to put a pin in it right here since I won't be using that one anymore. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to line up the corners with the 1/4 inch line. That is a little bit of a tongue twister. And I'm going to draw the line down, and I'm going to pin it here. And I'm going to go sew this up, and we'll be right back. All right, done, easy peasy. Now I'm going to lay this, the cut line, the edge on the corner to corner, and just slice it down the middle. Oh, didn't do it very even, but ask me if I care. Just kidding, I do care, you guys. It's just that I sew for fun, not for perfection. If I sewed for perfection, I would never sew. It's just not my style. So we're going to iron them open. And then we're going to cut them down to 6.5 inches to match the middle block. Lay that to the side. I might need a bigger workspace. So we're going to line up the diagonal line. And I'm going to take it as close to the corner up here as possible while I'm still trimming off at least a little bit. So my edges will be straight. And then we'll push those to the side, flip it around. And now we're going to line up the diagonal line again, and also the 6.5 inch corner down here. And then if you line those two up, it's automatically going to line up your 6.5 inch lines there on both your edges. So we're going to put those in my pillow stuffing box. Again, we're going to line up just the diagonal as close to the edge as possible while still trimming off a little. Ooh! Be careful. That's why it's not even open. I did it the wrong way. But do be careful with it. I have sliced my finger once. It hurt bad. Spin it around. It seems to be laying a little wonky, but it's all right. So we're gonna lay, it is a little wonky. It's all right, I'll just sew it a little bit shorter. Line up the 6.5 right there. Slid a little on me, but it'll be okay. Okay, so now you'll have 8 half square triangles. So now we're going to lay it out. This one's a pretty quick one. Actually, there's a couple of them that are pretty quick coming up. So this one is going to go right in the middle. And then we're going to make like, it looks to me kind of like, it's called box, but it looks kind of like a fan wheel. So we're going to lay this one like this. Hold on, I'm going to try to make my trees go upright. So I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Well, not upright, but not upside down. I just need to see what I got going on. It might not work, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. So we're going to do, yeah, that one will be sideways, which is fine. So every other one, you're going to have your ornaments together. So this one, and then my ornaments will be together. This one, my ornaments will be together. And this one, they'll be together. So each side will have the arrow of the ornaments, but the middle is like a fan. It really is. Or like a pinwheel. That's what it should have been called, but I didn't name it. So anyways, so now we're just going to sew our blocks into rows. So these two, and these two, and I'll be right back to show you then. All right. So I've sewn it together, and I left mine together this last set I sewed together because I do a, what do you call it? Chain piecing. And I find I mess up less if I leave it together on that last one. It makes it a little more difficult to iron the middle one there, but it's worth it for me. So I'm going to fold this over. Well, I'm going to untangle it. And then I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to iron this middle one. Maybe I'll use both my hands. There we go. And I'm going to iron this one to the middle because it's a solid block. That's really the one that's the most difficult because then you can fold it back out and that's where it's hooked. So since you're, since I am doing it there, that's where you had to move the most stuff. It does, and it's probably a little bit painful to watch, to tell you the truth. So close your eyes. I'll let you know when I'm done. We'll just move that up. And then iron this open. I like to heat up the back side. I don't know who I watched, but they said it sets the seam. And I've just always done it. I've never done it any other way, so I really don't know if it helps or not. So now it is exactly how I want it, but I always do double check to make sure I didn't get mixed up in my sewing over there. So now I'm just going to fold this up. Iron that a little to the right way I would need it. And I'm going to nest that seam. Pin it. And then pin at the end here. And this seam in the beginning. And then I like to do as much work as I can there. I'm going to fold this down and fold this down and pin it. That way when I do go to the sewing machine, I can sew both of them without having to stop and come back and pin. I don't know how my sleeve got like that. I'm sure it didn't bother you. I don't know why I fixed it, but okay. So this one is also going to have a white background. So you're going to cut that to 20 inches and the batting to 18.5. I'm going to go sew this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did go ahead and iron it open. I just did it to the outside, the top and bottom. And I pinned it with my batting and my backing. I went ahead and did that. I thought I was recording, but again, apparently having difficulties with hitting record. I don't know. So I've decided it's a different foot I use for when I quilt it. So I'm not actually going to quilt them on each video. I'm just going to pin it and get it ready. And then if you guys want a separate video of me quilting it, I'll do it. But honestly, they're all going to look the same. Just let me know. So there it is. It is called Box. It is block 6. The second white one. And have a great day.